Hello guys, welcome once again to our channel. If you're not subscribed, remember to click on the subscription button down below to subscribe, and make sure you like and comment on this video, and also make sure you turn off the post notifications to get notified when we upload a video. So we're gonna be talking about Martell's interview with Queen Shiba. I'm just going to be talking about a particular topic in that interview. Then later on, we're going to be having an open chat where we'll talk about everything that was said on the interview. Right now, I'm going to be focusing on the scandal that broke out last week, and that is about the sex video that was alleged by Karson that Martell told Arionne to open a fake Instagram account and upload it on Instagram, and like trying to Melody, a video that he and Melody did together. Before I give my opinion about it and how I feel about this scandal, I want to play what Martell said in the interview with Queen Shiba.
Or Karson would make it up.
How would she know
though? Only because Arionne mentioned it. I don't know.
I got you.
I mean, Erica could have just mentioned that Martell was talking about a sex tape, whatever, and then Karson trying to get on the show, which she's not going to get on. She's trying to get on the show, and now she's calling Melody. Hey, I don't know. They could have plotted something. I don't know. They're good at what they do. All these TV shows with the ladies, they're good. They're good at it. So
wow. Yeah.
But anyway, but to sum it all up, there's never I never said I'm going to put a video out. A video isn't out. No one told me not to put it out. A judge, I mean, she mentioned in court. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I never put nothing out. Never said I was going to put anything out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why even go online crying or making it seem like I did it or something? I have not.
Well, it's not her fault.
I would not have done it. You know what I'm saying? I would not have done it. And this was a year and a half.
Literally in this place, he was just like confessing to it. Him saying that no video was out. He never put out any video. Nobody asked him not to put a video. So he's agreeing that there was a video. There was in another clip where he said, which we will talk about later on, where he literally said that he screenshotted the particular picture and sent to Melody when he felt like Melody was kind of bullying him, and sent it to Melody and was like, you know what, I'm tired of this, you're bullying, I have this against you, that kind of thing. And I was like, how for him to even be so bold to talk about it, how would you take a video, get a screenshot and send to your wife a video that it was both of you? It would have been a different thing if it was Melody with another man. That would have been understandable, but this is Melody and you together on bed. This is it. But you were taking a screenshot, sending to her, and you are alleging that she was bullying you. What you did, wasn't it called bullying? Isn't it called bullying? Literally sending somebody a very private video and saying that I'm gonna put it out there if you don't respect yourself. That is like you want to control the person. You want to control everything they do. Just because you control Arionne, you say Arionne jump, Arionne jumps. You say Arionne sits, Arionne sits. Doesn't mean Melody has to be like that. She has no allegiance to you. She is not your wife anymore. The only thing keeping two of you together is your kids. And apart from your kids, she owes you absolutely nothing. You don't have to talk to her. So the fact that he was even proud of saying, oh, there was nothing being brought out, there was nothing being sent out, nobody, because it's so bold to say nobody asked me to send to not to send it. Like it's a thing of pride that nobody tried to convince him not to send it on his own. He decided that I wasn't going to send it. Whoa, wow. A round of applause for Martell for deciding not to send a video out on the internet about your ex-wife because nobody talked you out of it. That is what we should be congratulating you about, that you decided on your own and nobody tried to cajole you not to send it. And the fact that he was still trying to make it that he was annoyed that he said in the interview that Karson mentioned Melody's name so many times, so he feels that probably Karson and Melody planned the whole thing together. And what pissed me off is the way he came in defense of Arionne. Oh my God. Even if I was Melody and I had plans of saying, okay, I want to go back to this man, the way he was defending Arionne, Shiba was telling Martell, this kind of thing is not something, okay, you tell somebody, okay, your new girlfriend or anything, that she should be telling to somebody else that is a friend. As in, at this time, shouldn't you have said, okay, I regret telling her for her to have told somebody else, or like put a nip on it, say, don't tell people private matters about me and Melody. It's me and Melody's issues. We will resolve it at our own time. He was like, that was when he realized that he remembered that at that time a lot of people make mistake. But when it comes to Melody, Melody cannot make a mistake in his eyes. Melody is not preview to making a mistake. Melody is always supposed to be upright. Anything any other person does, Arionne does something, is a mistake. Belinda does something, is a mistake. And Martell himself does something, it's a mistake. But Melody does something, oh, the world has come down. She has fucked up. For him to say Arionne doing that, it doesn't concern Arionne. Arionne Arionne is not supposed to be privy to that information in the first place because Arionne was not there when you were doing that. Arionne was not in the room when you and Melody were doing what you were doing. So why should she be privy to that information? That is my own first question. Why should she have that information at her hand? Talk more of spreading the information to any third or fourth or fifth party. That was wrong in every way. And he coming to justify it, saying, oh, nobody told me not to send it. Nobody tried to stop me to send it. I didn't put anything out there. So proud of himself that the video is not out there, but he's still acknowledging that the video is there, but it's just that it's not out on Instagram, it's not out on Twitter or any other social media, and that he has sent the screenshot to his wife trying to threaten her about it. What sort of person is Martell? This guy is narcissistic to the core, and that he believes that everything is right. The way he was talking, telling you guys, make sure you join us at later in the day where we'll talk about everything about the interview. Because this guy, the things he was saying, I literally was laughing. I'm like, I love the professionalism of Queen Shiba. Like, she literally was so professional in the way she asked him questions. She got the information she needed without making it look as if she was coming against him. I literally love the way she interviewed him. Then later on, because the way he literally bashed Karson and Melody in an attempt saying that they were the one that might have planned it and brought up that information, Karson replied and also went on YouTube Live and also replied him. And I just took a snippet of what she actually said, the important parts though.
She acted like a friend and got cool or something to get information. I never asked Arionne about a porn scene or something, or a male giving you any. Arionne volunteered that. Like I said, y'all, and I want to make this very clear. I was cool with the girl. She seemed to be very cool. I did not know her. This had nothing to do with being an opportunist. This had everything to do with me moving to a new state and becoming and opening up a hair salon. So if that's the narrative that you want to push, the only opportunity that I saw from speaking with Arionne at that point was the fact that she might potentially be a new customer, a new client, my first client, or a good client. Okay. And Hotel, you said I know she did not tell her that. She might have mentioned it to her.
But then he turned right around and said, well, I can't say I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
She made sure she caught him up right there.
So yeah, on this Hotel, you know how you said you knew, but then you really don't know for a fact? Well, the difference is my husband was actually right there and was privy to the conversation with Arionne and I. And he heard the whole thing, and he was the one who told me after I explained to Arionne how it could back.
Like, she had to ask you that? Like,
bingo.
She wasn't even supposed to have to ask you, should she do something like that? So I saw that as a major flaw in her character out the gate.
And on top of that, he was more so concerned of, he like, listen, you new here. You don't even need to be aligning yourself or getting involved. If it's that type of drama going on, you don't need to be a part of it because you're a hairstylist building a brand here. This could affect you. Cut her off. So I remember Arionne said something along the lines of, when he found out that you used to dance, he didn't want me talking to you anymore. He didn't want you talking to me because I used to dance, but he has respect for you sleeping with a married man. Beat it. I want to also address how he tried to say maybe her and Melody talked about it. Maybe her and Melody, let me be clear and let me lie tell, whatever y'all call them, that's what
her character out the gate.
I don't need to be a part of it because you're a hairstylist building a brand here. This could affect you. Cut her off. So I remember Arionne said something along the lines of, when he found out that you used to dance, he didn't want me talking to you anymore. He didn't want you talking to me because I used to dance, but he has respect for you sleeping with a married man. Beat it. I want to also address how he tried to say maybe her and Melody talked about it. Maybe her and Melody, let me be clear and let me stop that right there. No, it's impossible. That if I didn't even know Melody for real, prior to that, don't you think if it was that easy or if me and Melody was going to conjure up this story, could have done it a long time ago? Okay? I only came with this information because your fake page, Hotel, because I don't believe it was Arionne behind that fake page. I believe the fake page was Hotel the whole entire time. The more I think about it now, because when me watching him on live, unless he was just lying and he knew Arionne told me, maybe she did convince him that she never said this. So Arionne knew what she said to me. Arionne knew why I no longer wanted to befriend her with it. Arionne knew the advice that I gave her. So maybe he wasn't privy to that. Maybe she really did not tell him that. And that's none of my business. That's fine with me. Hey, Simply Elegant One. Maybe.
Or maybe.
Exactly, Jid.
So, but or maybe they both know. But the point that I'm making is me not being able to come on the show, honestly, I am perfectly fine with that. It does not affect my business in any way. My business has not missed a beat. My whole point, this is what he says about me being an opportunist and me not coming on the show. I made it on the show without ever bringing up him, Arionne, or Mel, or anything that I knew. I made it on the show because at the end of the day, I was invited by Tisha, right?
About hair.
About hair. If y'all didn't get to see that scene, me and Tisha's argument was even about hair. It never once was about anything pertaining to them. So clearly, I didn't need to be an opportunist and create a storyline to come on the show. I came on about hair, and I took that opportunity to talk about my hair and my work and what I do. That if there was any opportunity or opportunistic motive about it, it was simply, I'm getting invited to a tea party. This is my time to go chop it up. I thought we was going to be able to really talk freely, and I'm able to make an impression amongst the women and possibly gain some new clients outside of the show.
So that was Arionne's response. See, one thing I believe what Arionne says, because sorry, I said Arionne, Karson says, because how would Karson have that information when she was also not there when you and Martell, when Martell and Melody was doing whatever they were doing? It is only going to be a third party that knows about it, and Karson doesn't know Melody. Karson doesn't talk to Martell. So the only other person we know she talked to before or she was close to was Arionne. So it was Arionne that told him the information. But for Martell forming as if, oh, she came as an opportunist. Arionne too is an opportunist. Martell, you are also an opportunist. Everybody is an opportunist in every way. Melody is an opportunist. Everybody is trying to create opportunity where they can find. But for you to come and say, you would just come and say, I want to kind of say, okay, this lady did not do anything wrong. Arionne didn't do anything wrong. Instead of you coming here and denying, now you have confessed that the tape is out there. Now you have confessed that you once in a time used it to threaten Melody. You have confessed that you could have actually put it out there, and you are so proud of yourself that you thought about that, but you didn't later do it. You have confessed to all these things. Let it go. Simple and short. Let it go. You're trying to bash. Now you're trying to put all the blame on Karson. I love that Queen Shiba was like, there's no way Karson will have that information if Arionne didn't tell her one way or the other. Then he was like, oh yeah, she might have. Then so why would Arionne, what excuse would you have as Martell, as somebody that was someone's husband, be telling Arionne private matters of Melody, and you are proud of yourself? You are so proud of the nonsense you behaved, the nonsense attitude you showed up. At this stage, I'm literally so annoyed with Martell and the fact that Melody has to go through all this. But like I said, guys, we're going to be talking more on this interview, on all the topics that were said on this interview later on in the day. Let's all chat. If you want to join us on the streaming, you can join us. I'll put a link for you to join us. You can join us. Put a comment on the comment section if you want to join us. I'll add you up so that we can give your opinions. It's a time for us to give our opinions on everything. We're going to be talking everything. He talked about the child custody, talked about the court case. He talked about Arionne, talked about Karson. We are going to be talking about all those things later on in the day. Thank you very much, guys. If you're not subscribed, before I go, make sure you click on the subscription button to get subscribed. Like and comment on our video, and I'll see you guys later on.